Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia. If you're new here, we talk about health, fitness, wellness, girly stuff, everything on this page, motherhood, everything. So thank you for being here today. So I want to talk about, is it important? Oh, I hope that didn't disrupt the sound. Um, is it important to count calories? To track your calories? Is it important to track your calories when you're trying to lose weight, trying to lose body fat, etc.? How important is it really to do those things? So I would say it depends. Mostly, yes, it's important, but it depends. And let me explain. So, with my fitness journey, which I started back in 2015, I want to say for maybe the first year or so, I was not tracking my calories and I lost probably 30 pounds. Now, what happened was I hit a plateau and I could not figure out why I wasn't losing any more weight. And by the way, I was not tracking my calories, not because I didn't think it was important, but because I just wasn't educated on the fact that even tracking calories was a thing. So, as I started researching and learning, and of course, YouTube University, excuse me, I realized that it is important and that if you're experiencing a plateau with your weight loss journey, tracking calories can help. So, I started tracking my calories and more and more I saw results. Now, something else that can help that I probably won't spend too much time on in this video is fasting. I was doing all types of fasts. First, of course, you could do intermittent fasting where you're fasting for 16 hours a day, or um, some people do more, some people do less, or you can do a fruit fast. I've seen anywhere from 1 day, 3 days, 7 days of that. Or you could do a water fast, right? So there are several different, fasts that you can do, and that can also jumpstart your weight loss if you're experiencing a plateau. And I experienced that firsthand. Now, something to keep in mind if you decide you want to do those fasts, which are, I would say, can be extreme, like if you're doing the water fast for 3 days or something like that. And for some people, including myself, it can lead to the early stages of an eating disorder. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you are intaking so little calories, you're going to see significant results, especially if you're doing it every couple of weeks. I think I was doing mine for like twice a month, but the goal was to resolve the um, digestive issues I was having and, um, kind of skyrocket the weight loss goal. So I was trying to accomplish those two things and I was doing that, but it just felt like enough was never enough. And the results that you see are not usually sustainable. Like, of course, you're going to appear lean or more lean than you would have prior to the fast because you haven't eaten in 3 days. You're just taking in water. But another important thing to consider when you do a fast is whatever you eat after you've ended the fast is important too. So for me, I would be boom, okay, 36 hours is over. Now I'm ready to eat, or um, 48 hours is over if I did it for 2 days, whatever. And I'm ready to eat and I just eat whatever I can get my hands on. But you have to like gradually go into eating. And I think when you eat the wrong things, it can trigger your digestive system even more, which made me want to do it even more often. So it's just this terrible cycle, and you have these unrealistic expectations of what you should look like when you get done the fast, and you're trying to sustain that when, of course, when you're eating calories daily, you're not going to look as lean as you would when you're fasting. So for me, like, psychologically, it just wasn't healthy to do that. And that's something I'll probably talk about more in other videos. Just because if you have a similar background as me, you know, growing up struggling with your weight, being overweight, or maybe during adulthood you lose weight, gain, right? So you've been through a lot, and you know maybe you're being hard on yourself. So it's easy to kind of go down that path of just not being mentally and emotionally prepared for, you know, avoiding having unhealthy eating habits. Excuse me. Now, this is delicious. This is a vanilla protein shake. It's made by Organics, I think, or organic protein. I'll post a picture of it. I got a big one from BJ's. Put some frozen dark cherries in it and some coconut milk. Delicious. But anyway, so again, back to counting calories, and I think that what I mentioned about the fasting is important with that too. So with counting calories, you need to make sure that you are using an app that you like. And I know that sounds probably obvious, but there are so many different apps out there. I personally like Lifesum. Like Lifesum because they have a free option that allows you to scan items. So when you eat something, you can scan the barcode on the back and it will usually pop up with what the item is. Now, occasionally, especially if it's something that is not a common item that you're eating, it may not have it, but you can manually put it in so it can save it for the future. And that just makes the tracking calories process easier. I don't recommend trying to track your calories by hand or on an Excel sheet. Now, if that's your thing, more power to you, but I just don't feel like for most people that's sustainable. It's just too much work. You can use an app if you don't mind paying for an app, even better because you get access to more features. But I do know that Lifesum is one of those apps that the free option you can scan. I know Myfitnesspal is a popular one. I'm not sure that I really like that one. Um, and you do need to have the paid version to scan. So, by the way, if you don't scan, you can like type the number, I mean the item in. So if you ate, you know, a banana, it will pop up with what the calorie tends to be, calorie amount tends to be for a banana. But if you want to be make sure that you're not over or underestimating, it'd be really smart to get a scale, a food scale. You can get them off of Amazon for as low as $10, where you place the food on the scale, measure it, and then you can track the ounces or grams or whatever, and put that in an app so that you can make sure you're not, you know, not estimating the food properly. Because if you're going to track calories, you want to do it right. And the worst thing you want to do is, you know, track calories and then you're over projecting how much it is, or under projecting because you're hungry for no reason because you have more calories you could be eating, or you're not going to see results because you're actually overeating and you just don't realize it. So another app I like is Lose It. Now, they don't have as much features on the free version, or I'm not sure that you can use that without. I think you do have to get a subscription with Lose It, but theirs is a lot cheaper than the other apps. I think for a year subscription, it's only like $40, but like with MyFitnessPal, for example, it's $19.99 a month, so you pay a lot more a year for that. And I think Lose It might have a monthly premium too, but either way, it's a lot cheaper and it's basically got the similar features that you need to track your calories, and you can scan and things like that too. So just to recap, Counting calories is important. If you're new, if you're a beginner to weight loss, if you can manage to, just kind of be mindful about what you eat, cutting back on processed foods, fast food, eating more whole foods, and eating more vegetables, more lean proteins, avoiding sugar as much as possible, not too many heavy carbs, you'll still see some results, right? You can do a standard plan um, that you would, typically find online, and I can share some ideas, but you'll see some results, especially if you know that you've been eating like crazy, like cheese fries and crazy stuff. Then just eliminating that stuff and having a wholesome meal, like some chicken, a vegetable, and a sweet potato or something like that, and that's going to be your standard way of eating, then yes, you're going to see some results, and you won't need to track calories to even see that. But at some point you probably will find yourself getting at a plateau if you want to see significant results, and that's where tracking calories really comes in and is helpful. I like Lifesum, but you could do Myfitnesspal. Lose It is another one that's very inexpensive, and fasting is another way that you can jumpstart weight loss goals. Also gives your digestive system some time to rest, so that intermittent fasting, I would recommend that really to anybody. But if you're going to do a more extreme fast, like a fruit fast or water fast or something like that, just be mindful that you don't want to get attached to the short term results of looking like unrealistically lean, because once you start eating again, you're not obviously going to be able to maintain that, right? So that's just kind of something to keep in mind. But it is something that you could kind of incorporate to kind of shock your body, give your body a break, give your digestive system a break, and can do that every so now and then, just for overall health. And other than that, I hope that this content was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video.